The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Who that? Who that?
Garoppolo on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. 80! 55, double dog, that's the way.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
First carry for James Conner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Conner. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Set! 230. Right there, 54 miles. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down now, it's Conner. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. There he goes inside the 30. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Kelly Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw is Garoppolo. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Formation for the 49ers.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here we go. Wide 80. Mike spot 4. You run. Alert flare. Let's go.
On second down, it's Connor. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run with Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a hole.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run here with Connor. A tackle that time by Ahkello Witherspoon.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Watch 54. 50. Switch it. Come on, switch it. No foul.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, Connor, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Snicker. 80 weapons.
49, check 49, check 49.
Slam. Monday.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Connor. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. September 24th, that was the date that Nick Van Att was picked up from Seattle. Well, the emergence of Will Dissly made him expendable with the Seahawks. Plus, Vance McDonald has been banged up early, so you will see a lot of Van Att going forward.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Out, 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 out! Alert, alert! 51 to Mike. Here it comes, here it comes! Go, Mike. Jack 16.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 55, Mike. Let's go, D.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. There's Roethlisberger. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch 54. We got it. Deuce. Check. Easy. Check.
Ben to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Kill. Turn up. Right there.
Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Eleven.
Now a give to Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That's a gain of 3. It's third.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180. All day, dog.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can... Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
13.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bud Dupree. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 180.
You ain't going nowhere.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.